Hey guys, Angel here with the Bullish Bears team, and I am making the watch list video for Monday, May the 6th. And we have the S&P futures pulled up, and you can see that it looks like it's potentially forming this morning star pattern. So we'll see if it breaks out of this angular resistance and heads back up, and then this all-time high right here is also going to be resistance. So if it can break past that, it can potentially just keep on going. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens, but it looks like we have a lot more stocks to go through for our daily watch list for Monday. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to take a look at NCS. So I would not put this one on because it is right between all these moving averages. So it would have to break above this 50 for me to want to put it on. So I'm going to skip that for now, and we'll take a look at GOL. Same with this one, it's right near this 20 SMA or EMA, so I wouldn't put it on right at the moment because I'd want it to start and close above this 20 before I would want to put it on a watch list. So let's take a look at LX. All right, so LX is interesting. It is in an ascending triangle, so I'm going to remove this here. So this is going to do one of two things. So it's in an ascending triangle, but this could also potentially be a double top. So is it going to break above this 1465-ish level, or is it going to reject and come back down? If it does break above, it's got room up to 1670. So let's take a look at the hourly. Let's see what the hourly is showing us. So it's bull flag-ish on the hourly. It is right above this, so I would want it to get above 1462 and 1466. If it does that, and on the hourly, it also has looks like this double bottom-ish pattern. So if it can get above, we'll say 1465, then it's got room up to around 1670. So I do like that it's pretty bullish on all time frames. Potential ascending, sending, I can't spell this morning or afternoon, ascending triangle. Breakout if price can break 1465. Watch for resistance around 1670. That's LX. Let's take a look at BRS. All right, so that would be a no for me. There is no volume and it is trading sideways. Oops, SUPV. All right, so you can see this V bottom. It's going to need to break above 583. I don't like, however, that it's so close to the 20. Although if it breaks, it's got room to around 630. Let's take a look at the hourly. So I think I would skip putting this one on right now just because you can see on Friday this 200 SMA was a pretty strong line of both support and resistance. Well, most likely resistance. So I just wanted to, I don't like it with two moving average lines. So I would skip that. XOG, also skip that. SID. Okay, so it's only got about 6 cents to go, so I would not put that on right now. GPOR also very close to this 20 EMA. Let's take a look at the hourly. It does have like a few. So it's kind of bull flagging on the hourly with room up to this 722. Let's see what this one is. That's 702. So if it can break past that 20 EMA, it has some room to go. Bull flag on hourly. If price can break above 20 EMA on daily, watch for resistance around 200 SMA on hourly. Kind of lots of moving averages on different charts, so just be aware of that. That's GPOR. So let's take a look at BE. Okay, so this is sort of a cup pattern. It's going to have resistance around 1541. 1556, so that's not a lot of room, especially for a higher price stock. And it's overbought. If it can get above 1537, it's going to have room up to the 1655. But I do like the cup pattern. Cup on daily, if price can break 1537, watch for resistance around 1655. So that is BE. Let's take a look at PBI. I don't like it. So let's take a look at ST or CTST. I also don't like that. It's very indecisive. It's just a yucky looking chart, which I don't like. So TEUM. Okay, so this one closed, held its highs on the day. Can get above 492. It's got room up to 524. Can almost see like a unperfect double bottom pattern. Let's take a look at the hourly, see what the hourly is showing us. You can see this cup handling. It looks like it's handling after hours. Again, 491 is going to be something we want to see a break. All right, so I do like the cup and handle pattern. Cup and handle on hourly. If price can, I'm just having a hard time spelling today. Price can break 491. Watch for resistance around 550. This $1.50 are psychological support and resistance. That's TEUM. Let's take a look at WPG. That's going to be a no. It rejected off the 20 and closed below it, so I'm not going to put that on. LCI. All right, so LCI, you can see a triple bottom. It has broken out of the neckline, next level of resistance. If it can break this 861 level, it's going to have room up to 930-ish. Oh, I have my trend line on. Okay, so I like that. Let's just take a look at the hourly real quick. It is a little overextended from the moving average lines. It is overbought, so it may want to come back down, whether it does that pre-market or at the open. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and see, but you can also see like a cup and handle, and it did break out. So we'll have to see if that continues, but I do like the triple bottom pattern. Let's see, myself around 940. Okay. I hate that it automatically moves it to below. That annoys me. Triple bottom on daily. If price can break 861, watch for resistance around 940. Right, that is LCI. And these all have earnings. So that, oh, it has earnings on Monday, Tuesday, Monday. So just be aware of that. That can also affect the price of a stock. DHX, right, holding its highs on the day. It's going to have resistance at 354, which actually isn't much room. It's only about 14 cents. So I don't like that there is not a ton of room for movement. So I'm going to skip that one. CFMS. Right, so this is right at resistance. I would want to see it break above that and hold, and it has lots of resistance without a ton of movement and room for profit, so I wouldn't put that on right now. So let's take a look at PBDF. And it's right between support and resistance. You can see sort of this cup and handle, it broke out. Let's take a look at the hourly, see what the hourly is showing us. You can see a bull pennant on the hourly. If it can break above 625, it has about till 650, room to 650. So I do like the bull pennant. Bull pennant on daily, or not daily, hourly. If price can break 625, watch for resistance around 650. And that is PPDF. Let's take a look at WYY. Okay. I don't love the look of the volume on this chart. So it actually, and you can see it only had a little over 1 million in volume with over 84 million in shares. So it didn't move much, which I do not like. So let's take a look at MRC. Too close to all of these moving averages, so I would skip that for now. VLRX. Also skip that. It's right between the support and resistance. Let's take a look at AKS. Also not the biggest fan of where it closed, although it is a morning star pattern, which I like, and it would have room up to that 50 SMA. Let's see what the hourly is showing us. So it's sort of a V bottom on the hourly. You could even say cup and handle-ish. It's going to run into resistance around 262 and then like 268. So that's not a ton of room for profit potential. So I I don't like that. I like having stocks that have room to go, because why would you want to place a trade and pay the commission if you have like 10 cents or less room to move? So I wouldn't. Although 10 to 20 cents on a day trade is a pretty good goal to go for with profit. This is going to be a no for me, the AVGR. EDXC. I don't like that. It's sort of an FU pattern, so I wouldn't put that on. RUBI. Okay, so holding its highs on the day. See, there's no resistance on the daily. So let's take a look at the weekly. All right, so it's going to run into resistance at 777 on the weekly. Let's take a look at the hourly. See what the hourly shows us. You can see a bull flag on the hourly. It is a little overbought, so it might want to come down. So just be aware of that. Actually, you know what? I'm going to skip that because we've already got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've already got 6 stocks on the watch list. So I'll look for one more, and I'm not going to put a stock on if I don't absolutely love it, because we have enough. Just like I don't love ACOR, so I wouldn't put that on. TTOO. Nope. BTE. Also don't love that. SUNW. Don't like that, and it is overbought, so I wouldn't put that on. AMRS. Okay, so this one, near its highs, it's going to have room up to this 544. Let's take a look at this. You can sort of see left shoulder, head, right shoulder. So it's an inverse head and shoulders-ish on the hourly. And a rising wedge on the 5-minute. It's sort of a bull flag on the daily. These are not perfect patterns. Again, no pattern is going to be absolutely perfect, but I do like what I see. So holding its highs with inverse head and shoulder-ish on hourly. Watch for daily 200 SMA resistance. All right, so that is going to be our watch list for Monday. For the daily watch list, let's take a look at some swing trades. Let's see. Oh, looks like we don't have as much red this time around. So let's take a look at TGT. The stock market going up, I don't know if I want to put necessarily bearish. These could be dip buys, but this could also be a bear flag. I'd like some more direction for Monday. AMD. I don't like it. HD. Alright, so with Home Depot, you can see like a big cup. It looks like it's forming a handle, but it's closing below the moving averages, and they look like they want to cross over into bearish crossover, so I wouldn't put that on right now. UNH. So that broke out of a descending triangle, or broke down out of a descending triangle. Looks like it's testing some of those lines, but it's right between moving averages, so I don't like that. Let's take a look at NVDA. Okay, that's probably going to trade sideways for a little bit. You can see the moving averages are tangled up and going sideways also, so I wouldn't put that on right now. CSCO. All right, so broke out of a falling wedge, or rising wedge, I'm sorry, and now it looks like moving averages are about to cross, but it is right at this support and it's trying to hammer out a level, so it could go either way, so I wouldn't put that on right now because I don't know what direction it's going to go. DIS. So this one, it's been overbought. It has a gap that it has to fill, but it's got, let's just take a look at the open interest. So it's got more open interest on the call side. Okay, so it's got a lot more open interest on the call side, even though it looks a little bearish to me, so I wouldn't put that on right now. I want to get some clearer direction for a swing trade. BA, trading sideways. So I wouldn't put that on right now until it chooses a direction. WM could potentially be bear flagging. Also not a ton of room either way for profit potential in a swing trade. You're looking for a nice profit. XOM. Alright, so could be bear flagging also, and a falling wedge broke out a little bit, but I don't like it. MMM. Also bear flagging, but it is going to have a really big gap to fill, so that's one to keep an eye on. But right now, it's indecisive. You can tell by the candlesticks. VZ, no. Right between support and resistance of the moving averages. So let's take a look at TRV. So this could potentially be bull flagging. With room up to this 150.55. Let's take a look at the hourly. See, the hourly is looking like also bull flagging on the hourly, so I think I'll put that on. So bull flag on daily. Watch for resistance around 150.55. That is TRV. Let's take a look at IBM. Nope. PG. Not a lot of profit potential and it's indecisive, so no. NKE. So this is crossing with a bearish crossover, but it does have support around 84.50. Not a ton of room to move. You can also see double topish and it broke down. Let's see what the hourly shows us. It's all tangled up in those moving averages, so I wouldn't put that on right now. JNJ. It's kind of messy. You can see that it keeps touching the moving averages with these wicks and then heading up. So I have a feeling you can see it's sort of been a pattern. This did not, so I think Monday it might touch and then go up. So I would want to wait to see if it did that. V, No. MRK. So I can already see a V bottom, but it needs to break above this 50. So it needs to get above 80.15 and hold. And then it would have room up to this 83.85. Let's click the hourly, see what that looks like. So it's in this rising-ish wedge pattern. It is writing the moving averages and it's not overextended in any direction, so I do like that. So I'm going to put it on if it can get above the 50. If it can get above the 50, it has up to that 83.85. Alright, so V bottom on daily if price can break 50 SMA and hold watch for resistance at 83.85. Alright, so we don't want to put more than 2 or 3 swing trades on the watch list because you don't want to be watching so many of them. So I'm just going to stop it at 2 so that you guys aren't watching this video forever and ever. So if you are not a member, then you can just head right over here and subscribe, and then you will get access to our trading rooms, our day trade, swing trade futures. You get our trade alerts. You also get access to our trade idea scanner. So if the watch list doesn't go on Monday, because we typically put medium float stocks on our watch list. So they're not going to be those low float volatile stocks that just take off right at the open. Not all the time. Sometimes they do, but they're typically more slow grinds to where you don't think it's doing anything because it's not popping on the scanner, but then before you know it, it's moved $1. It may have taken a couple hours, but it moved like $1. Whereas the low float, high volatility stocks, they can burn you if you're not good with that. So that's why I kind of like the medium float stocks, because it just gives you some time and they make a little bit of a better pattern, even though patterns are just, the stock market is crazy. Sometimes they can be hard to find. So if you are not a member, you can sign up. We do a 14-day free trial on our monthly. Our yearly, we do not offer a refund for. So if you pay for the yearly, you're stuck with us for the year, and that means you get to just take advantage of and learn everything that we offer to you. And we have our next level training library, which is packed full of stuff, especially with options. There's a lot of really great advanced option strategies in there, and I know that we are about to make an advanced options trading course to go along with the options course that we have now, which is going to deal with spreads and iron condors and butterflies and all the strategies you can use to make money in any market, even a market that's neutral and trading sideways. So we have all of that kind of stuff in our next level training library, but we are going to bring it here soon, a more simplified version to you guys in an advanced options trading course. So be on the lookout for that. And it's a weekend. You might not have anything to do this weekend, so you can sign up for our free courses and you can take our courses. And I know I've said this a million times, but I'll continue to say it. I have never been a part of another trading service before. The Bullish Bears are the only one. I started knowing absolutely zero about 3 years ago. I took these courses. It took me a few months to do the candlesticks ones because there are a lot of candlesticks and patterns. And you can see even when I'm making these videos, they're not going to be the most perfect patterns. And sometimes if you get caught up in the minutia of it has to be exact, then it can be a little bit hard to trade. So sometimes you kind of have to eyeball it, and sometimes it works well for you and sometimes it doesn't. I mean, if you want to take a look, you can head over. I don't know if it's under our blog section. Let me see. Oh, I don't know, but if you look up trade alerts results. I'm just having a hard time typing today. It's Saturday, my brain doesn't want to do any work. So if you can take a look at our trade alerts results for the past, oh man, over a year or so, and you can see how often our trade alerts fire off. So we had 93.10% of our alerts trigger last week, and then you can take a look and see how well they did. Some, like this YUMA, it didn't go off, and if it didn't go off, you might not have gotten in the trade, but if you did, you could have lost 11 cents. Potentially, like this one, you could have made 71 cents. This, you could have made 44 cents. This one only went up 9 cents from the alert level. So you can see how our trade alerts work by looking at these. Oh, look at this one, Facebook. If you had gotten in the Facebook swing trade last week, you could have made a potential $17. So if you think that you bought one options contract, controls 100 shares, and it went up $17, that's a lot of money, and you wouldn't have had to pay. Let's see, if you bought 100 shares of it trading at 181.42, you would have paid a pretty penny. But with options, actually, if we pull this up, it's why I love options. So if you had just got in it, and now it doesn't want to show me any bid asks. Of course it doesn't. Why would it want to do that? It also doesn't want to work. So you could have spent probably like, aha. So let's say you think it's going to go up to 197.50 and you only pay $144, and then it went up $17, you would have made a crap ton of money, which is very exciting. So again, options is a really great thing to learn, and that's why our watch lists, they may not have these humongous moves right at the open, but they're slow grinders that allow you some time so that you don't have to panic and get in and out of trades really quickly, which is why I like them. So you make sure you take advantage of that sort of thing with our watch lists and trade alerts, and take our courses and subscribe, and then you'll have access to our trading rooms where you can watch Dan and Creed and Rose and Signet stream and trade and talk about support and resistance and patterns and trend lines, and it's like going to a 2-hour class every day. So if you are a yearly member, then you can go back and rewatch those streams as well. And that way, if you need to play something back, or you want to see the psychology of them getting in and out of a trade, or you missed a day, you can go back and rewatch it. So all great things. Become a member. It is totally worth it. And you can follow us on Facebook, you can follow us on Twitter, you can subscribe to our YouTube channel, you can like and share and comment on all of our posts on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. It's all good stuff. So I hope y'all have a great weekend, and I will see y'all later.